Yo, what up, fam? This is your boy Sid, the RC guy. We're at beautiful Colpar's Hobbytown with some slot car racing. We're here with Tom once again. We're here with what group we were with tonight?
Rocky Mountain Slot Car Club.
Rocky Mountain Slot Car. How long have they been around, do you know?
For 10 years now. Yeah,
a while.
wow, 10-year anniversary. Yeah.
Nice. How about that one? So we're going to interview some of the drivers. We're going to check out some of the cars and hopefully have some fun and not cause too many wrecks. How we doing, fam? Once again, we're here back at the slot car track getting ready to have some. We are here with the nominated spokesman, Jerry. He kind of got thrown under the bus. I was like, who wants to be on YouTube? And everyone's like, Jerry. So tell me about a few of the cars you have here. It looks like we got some cool stuff going on.
Well, I got a BMW Group 5 car and a 917 Le Mans car. Tonight we're going to be running our Group 5 cars. We race virtually anything. We've run mini cars with Volkswagens and Le Cars. We've run, we like running Trans Am. We run, a few times we've run NASCAR. A lot of the guys don't like NASCAR, but they're fun. We'll run IROC races where everybody runs the same cars. It's just the cars stay on the track and everybody runs the same car on the same lane. Nice. Takes the car out of the equation and says who can drive it the best.
Nice.
Those are always fun. I like them myself. We run different classes where we'll take a box stock car with nothing but tires or possibly a gear change. Anywhere from there up to a completely modified car where it's got to be kind of look like the body that came with it originally, but anything underneath it can be changed. We've only done that a couple of times. It gets relatively expensive, and although it's not an outrageously expensive hobby, it can get kind of up there.
I think just about any hobby is never a cheap hobby. So how long have you been doing this?
Oh, I started racing slot cars at Celebrity Sports Center here in Denver in the late 60s.
I was about to say that was I've heard a few of the old timers, not to make fun of anybody, kicking that name around, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, Celebrity was a big deal.
For that one later. Old timers. What by far is one of your best memories or best cars? One of your like favorite memories, favorite cars that you have?
Oh boy, all my cars are a lot of fun. One of my biggest memories was back in the Celebrity days, when the Love Bug movie first came out.
Okay.
Celebrity was owned by Walt Disney.
Okay. They
had a race at Celebrity for Love Bugs. They gave us posters of the cars. This is what they looked like. So the concourse for that event was to build the best Love Bug, paint jobs and such. My older brother and I, at the time, we were able to find model cars of the correct year of a bug, as opposed to everybody else that was in the races and trying to do concourses. Their cars were too new, so the bumpers and stuff that they took off the model cars to put on their slot cars were the wrong vintage. My brother at the time also worked at a place called Plasticrafts here in town.
Nice.
And we built up the interiors for the Volkswagens bugs, and then he was able to vacuum form them. So we had interiors that didn't weigh anything comparatively. Everybody had to use a dynamic chassis with an inline 26D motor. So the cars were all pretty comparable. We had, I don't know, maybe 20 guys entered in the races, and it was a lot of fun. And then everybody that ran in it, we got tickets to actually go see the movie when it came out. But it was a lot of fun. Something like that. And then again, at Celebrity, another great memory was back in the days we had a 6-hour endurance race.
Oh, wow.
We started 9 at night and went till 3 in the morning.
Wow.
At midnight, they turned off the lights. So we had headlights in the cars.
That sounds like something on my boat, because it definitely makes it that much more interesting.
Nowadays, you can buy cars that have headlights and brake lights and
back
such.
Then, I'm assuming you ought to
back then, we ran little grain of wheat bulbs. And my older brother, Tom, and I, we had a car where we ran little AAA batteries in the car to run our lights. We had one light in front and one light in back. The corner marshals had flashlights of a car. If the car came off, the lights went out. Well, ours stayed on because of the batteries.
Nice.
But we suffered because of the extra weight of the batteries. So a race like that was a lot of fun. After around that vintage is when slot cars were getting to be nutsoid expensive. This is back in the early 70s. And they started doing the National Competition Committee, and they had classes for Group 12 up through like Group 27, and which is basically what the cars cost brand new. nowadays these cars are $50 and up, and some of them get pretty high too. But back in the 70s, cars were only $40,000 or $4,000 for a brand new car too. So it hasn't gone up. Slot cars haven't gone up as much as real cars have. A lot of the current slot cars I have, these things are so beautiful.
Yes.
As far as models. I've got a few that I bought just because they're so good looking.
That has
such
the one
great
thing I've
models.
noticed. The detail is
Yes,
just
it's
phenomenal.
incredible.
I mean, in the fact I was talking to Tom earlier with changing the wheels and the tires, like you can really get into it. It's way more than I think most people think. I think most people think of slot cars, they automatically think of Christmas, that opening up that track and breaking it open and you and Dad having fun.
Oh yeah.
And then just what Tom has showed me and the things that we're getting ready to do on a car that I'm getting ready to purchase is just amazing. So let's go ahead and wrap this up, but throw out there real quick, what advice or suggestions would you give somebody new coming into the sport, or someone that just, they want to get into it but they just don't know a lot? What would be your best suggestion?
Buy whatever kind of car you like. Buy a car that looks good to you. If you want to go racing with the car and compete with other people, come to any of our events. Everybody's got multiple cars. A buddy of mine's going to be driving this one tonight.
Nice.
They're plastic model cars. You break it, it's fixable. That's another great thing about the cars that we race. We can buy parts, we can fix the cars. The toy cars, you break it, you throw it away. But these cars are repairable.
Nice.
And it is just a plastic car. You break the car. Actually, I think I broke the mirror off of this one the first time I came off and went to pick it up and marshal it. The mirror broke off. I've still got it in my box, but that's for somebody new. Come down, come to any of our events. Tom here at Colpar can tell you about anything that's going on. We've just started running some series here. Anybody's welcome to come down. We had an event. Yeah. God, it might have even been a year ago now, where we had an event here, the Rocky Mountain Slot Car Club. We had an event and tried to purposely make it to where anybody could come in, see what we're doing, say, I want to get involved in this. They could go upstairs, buy a car, change the tires, because the tires make a huge difference. Buy a pair of tires, put it on the track, and they had everything that any of the rest of us had.
Nice.
We aren't hopping up the motors. We're not changing the gears, most of us. And most of the time, the rules don't allow us to. The basic car with tires is all you really need.
So pretty much they could probably get into this about 100, 150, probably even a little cheaper.
Even cheaper,
just
yeah.
real basic stuff.
Yep.
And it seems like it's a great group of guys. I mean, I've met these guys a few times, and right out the gate, they're always, I'm just as excited as they are checking out some of their cars.
Yeah, all we want to do is get guys like this racing with us.
Yeah, buddy.
The more the merrier.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for taking
Thank
the time
you.
to talk. We're going to hit up a few more people and get some racing going.
All right.
Here comes Speed Racer. He's a demon on wheels. He's a demon and he's gonna be chasing after someone. He's gaining on you, so you better look alive. He's busy revving up the powerful Mach 5. And when the odds are against your life's Speed Racer, see it through. Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go! He's up and flying as he guns a car around the track. He's jamming down the pedal like he's never coming back. Adventure's waiting just ahead. Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go!